This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, here we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, my wonderful peeps? Sports to the bone here again, man. Shout out to all the viewers, the subscribers, and the followers. Big up on yourself. Alright, guys, so as you can see, the channel is actually growing. We are moving closer and closer to that mark of 1,000 subscribers. And it is simply because you guys are watching the videos and are actually sharing them. So just continue to share as we go in search of that 1,000 subscribers and beyond. Yeah, man. So yesterday in the Regional Super 50 tournament, we had the Jamaica Scorpions taking on the Windward Volcanoes. Now, batting first, the Volcanoes didn't get off to the best of starts, as at one point they were actually at 12 for 1 within 4 overs. So not the best of starts at all. And, you know, they were actually looking to go there and put some runs on the board so they could put the Scorpions under pressure. But, you know, they didn't get off to the best start. Now, Andre Fletcher, he actually teed off in over number 7, taking 1 6 and around 3 4s to sort of ease the pressure. So, you know, after losing his opening partner, Fletcher said, here what, it's time to try and push back the pressure on the Scorpions, and he actually slapped a 6 and couple 4s, about 3 4s in over number 7 to sort of, you know, set the Volcanoes on their way. So, you know, we had Fletcher running the show yesterday. Now, Fletcher and Sunil Ambrose, they sort of set off to repair the innings, as, you know, they actually put together a good score. We all know that Sunil Ambrose is a very composed player, somebody that is very technical. He's able to stroke the ball around, and partnering up with Andre Fletcher meant that they would have a good combination of solidity and also aggressiveness, because Ambrose would be there stroking the ball around, while Fletcher would be there to martyr the bowlers. And, you know, we would have seen how dangerous Fletcher is, not only in the T20 competition, but also in the T10 league that he was playing the other day. So Fletcher and Ambrose set off to sort of repair the innings. And, you know, they got a good partnership. They were actually, when the score was actually at 47, the partnership could have been broken, you know, but Paul Palmer, he actually dropped 2 consecutive catches, you know, off the bowling of Derval Green. So, boy, we had them at 47 for 1, and then there came 2 catches. 2 catches actually came in consecutive balls. So the first one was actually very easy, and he put it down. And the second one, you know, he had to move a little bit to his right, I think it was, but he was still at a good height, a catchable height. And Paul Palmer actually put down both catches, so that sort of put a little pressure on us. Both catches weren't off the same batsman. One was actually off Fletcher and one off Ambrose. But, you know, Paul Palmer wasn't wearing his catching hat last night at all, and he dropped both catches. So after missing those 2 catches and 47, Sunil Ambrose and Fletcher, they were able to push the score all the way up into the 80s. The score was actually at 87 when Derval Green turned up and took a brilliant catch off the bowling of Allen to remove Andre Fletcher. But by this, Fletcher would have done a great deal of damage already, because he would have scored an half century and was all the way up to 60 when Allen actually got a chance to remove him. Now, boy, I want to tell you, Andre Fletcher was looking really comfortable. And, you know, at the halftime break, they actually did an interview with him, and, you know, he was saying that he wanted to push on, because playing List A cricket, he has scored so many half centuries, but, you know, I think he only has 1 century to his name. So he was sort of disappointed that he wasn't able to push on and get 100. You know, and the fact that Andre Fletcher would have played so many matches, it's just sort of sad to know that he wasn't able to capitalize on that 60 last night and push it all the way up to a century. But it is what it is, you know. It was removed for 60. Now, the score actually moved from 87 for 2 all the way up to 99. before another wicket fell. So it was 99 for 3 when Allen and Green combined once again to remove Sunil Ambrose for 28. So Ambrose didn't really capitalize on the fact that he was dropped. I mean, he actually scored a couple more runs, but he didn't. But he wasn't able to push on and get a half century or anything of the sort. So we noticed that boy Derval Green and Allen combining to remove 2 set batsmen so far. Now the Volcanoes were actually looking to take the game by its neck because they were able to push on all the way up to 223 for 5. And it took a ripper of a catch from Brandon King to give the Scorpions their 6th wicket. So the Volcanoes were going on very good until a ball was played in the covers. It was actually going over Brandon King's head, and he was able to jump and reach all the way back with one hand. Took a really spectacular catch. It was a very good catch, to remove one of the batsmen and break the partnership. So it was now 223 for 6. Now with Jamaica trying to sort of get a stronghold back in the game, Katai at the wicket, he actually took Derval Green for 3 sixes and a 4 in over number 48 to push the Volcanoes forward. And I mean, Derval Green, he was bowling extremely well in his first spell, because I think his first 5 overs, not a lot of runs came off it. I don't remember, but probably about 15 or so runs came off his first 5 overs, I think it was. But the last other couple of overs that he bowled in his second spell, it was really expensive because the batsmen were teeing off at that point in time. That is how it goes when you are bowling in the depth. And as I said, Qatar took him for 3 sixes and a 4 in over number 48. Now with 1 over to go, 256 for 7 was a strong position, but the Volcanoes could actually push it on some more with a couple of lusty blows in the last couple of overs. Now Captain Ravman Powell, he had other ideas as he actually bowled the last over and was pretty effective, because he actually picked up 2 wickets while giving away just 5 runs. So Ravman Powell bowling a very good last over there, just giving away about 5 runs and picking up a couple of wickets. Now the Scorpions got off to a pretty poor start in their chase, because Brandon King was removed for 4, leaving the Scorpion at 10 for 1. Now Palmer and Thomas were able to put together a little partnership taking the score to 39 before Paul Palmer was removed for 12. Now, before we could actually advance the score some more, Thomas was removed by a peach of a delivery bowled by Larry Edward. Talking about a ball that pitched on middle stump and turned and took the edge and went through to be taken by the keeper. So Thomas was removed by Edward, and this was the beginning of a spell that was basically brilliant from Edward. Now Captain Powell came and he went as soon as he came. He actually got out for 2, leaving the team at 47 for 4 at this point in time. Now when Edward returned and removed Glenn, he actually set the Scorpions back once again to 65 for 5. And, it was actually becoming clear that the Volcanoes were actually going to run away with this one. No, the Scorpions were still there going on. The Allen was there trying to sort of get some runs. But when Qatar had him removed for 39, the writing was actually on the wall by now, because the Scorpions moved to 130 for 6. And in came Derval Green, a man that did actually well, as I said earlier, with the ball. The latter part of his second spell wasn't the best, but he was doing pretty well. And no, 130 for 6. It actually soon became 150 for 7 when McCarthy was removed for 55. So as you can see, while we were losing wicket throughout, McCarthy was still there, rotating the strike, playing a couple of balls and was able to bring up his half century. But when he was at 55, he was removed. Now, Derval Green and Jamie Merchant, they were there putting together a little partnership, but it was a little too late. And, the rescuing act that they were actually trying to put together was actually tumbled over by the volcano, because we were actually going on until we slipped to 162 for 8 when Merchant was removed. And boy, we were basically just there for formality, because it was becoming evident that we weren't going to get even close to that score that the volcano would have put up. No, it was then 165 for 8. Yeah, man. And I want to tell Andre Fletcher actually bowled some very good leg spin there, because he had Royal stumped without scoring. Fletcher also took the wicket of Derval Green, which was the final wicket of the innings, and to start to finish off the Scorpions. So there you have it, viewers and subscribers. After making 261 for 8, the Volcanoes, they were actually able to bowl out Jamaica for 100 and what? I think it was 168, giving them a victory of 90 odd runs. So, boy, it's not a good look. That's actually 3 matches on the trot that Jamaica would have lost thus far. So, I think we're going to have to win the other couple of games that we have coming up if we want to move on. Boy, it's not looking good at all, viewers and subscribers, for the Volcanoes. But it was actually a very good victory for the Volcanoes. And as regards to top scores and the bowlers, for Jamaica, we had McCarthy getting 55 runs, and Allen, he picked up 39. Bowling for Volcanoes, it was Edward, he picked up 3 for 36, while John got 2 for 33. Now, batting for the Volcanoes, they had a couple of half century. Qatar got 64, while Fletcher, he finished with 60. Captain Ravman Powell, he picked up 3 for 47, while Allen got 2 for 35. Yeah, man, viewers and subscribers, there you have it. The Jamaican Scorpions not stinging at all. But hopefully we'll be able to bounce back in the other couple of games that we have coming up. But let me know what you all think about this match, viewers and subscribers. Let me know what you think about that half century from Qatar and Fletcher. Sports to the bone, keeping you informed. Please remember to like, share, leave us a comment. If you have not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm out.